okay? And the way an edge works, like a pair of scissors, the edge has to move to cut. It has to move. The blade has to move. Okay? Does that make sense? I'm putting very little physical pressure down. I'm just letting the edge do the work. Look at that. Oh my God. So the edge has to move. So basically, there's a good point what we can do. You put a texture mark here and texture mark there. Start, finish. Start, finish. So just with a carrot, very simple. So I have my grip. And what's going to happen, I'm going to apply a bit of pressure on the tip of my blade. And as I draw this way here, I track in the board. So I'm not getting any movement either way. So what you don't do, the knife never really actually leaves the board. There's some contact somewhere. So it's not like, or, you know, it's just like that. That's all you got to do. You can practice this just like that if you like. Just get that nice motion going. And then the food will just, and also speed will come a little bit later, but technique first and then speed will come. So with the onion itself, really simple. So you've got the butt end, the carrot, the root end, you got the stem end. So that goes there. I'm going to cradle it. I'm going to push. Look, watch where I start to cut. I'll start the cut here, like that, and I'll split it. That's done. The knife hand never touches the food. So the knife hand never touches. Try to keep this your dry hand. This is your wet hand. So I have to move anything, I'm doing this. So get into that habit. So one stroke, that's done. And I'll do this in slow motion. So I take the first side out, and then the first layer gets removed. You can see where these are very old seasoned onions. See the green bit here? So we'll just remove that. And I'll just cut the butt end and keep that completely intact. So let's say we're making a risotto. So with a risotto, which is probably the most critical size, the size of the onion should be the size of the arborio rice. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to lay that nice and flat. I'm going to tilt it up like a rudder. This hand's going to be like an emu. This controls the weight pushing downwards. All I'm going to do is do a control cut this way, instead of trying to go. Because what you're going to do, you're going to nail Mr. Stupid and his fat brother. So just like this. Watch how I start, and the edge is constantly moving, and stop. Okay? So this bit here is, I'm not going to lift the knife up to cut to finish. So watch. That's still intact. So as a drill, very simple. Just going to draw the knife just like that. Okie doke. That's all you got. That's all you got to do. So again, all the bit I produce is going on this side. All the bit I need to cut are on this side. So everything's organized. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 9 cuts to get it to this stage here. So that's your basic dice. So if you want to size up for curries, different from this. So what we need to do, we need to expose more of the inside of the onion to what I want to cook up. So if you want to caramelize onions on your barbecue, this is the technique you want to use. So what you do is you're doing this side here. You're exposing that, but that's where the onion's going to work really good for you when you do curries and things. Just like that. So once they get around a third of the way there, this is the problem. So that goes flat down, and then I'll continue. To do a carrot, I'll tip and tail that. Make sure that's nice and straight. We're going to take the blade, we're going to push the blade, square it off, and then we can shred that as thin as you like. See, in Europe that will not happen. That's way too fine. What they like to do is big goujons, like that, so you don't need, so something like that is ideal. Let's do the world's most dangerous vegetable to cut is a pumpkin. Correct? Okay, so all we're going to do here, we're not going to apply that much pressure. Just watch. I'm just going to do like this. So next thing we need to do, we need to square off. So just like this. That's still in play. Now we're nice and square. So we got a little crease right there. We're going to put the knife right here. We're just going to rock it back and forth with pressure on both, and that will just cut right through. Good girl. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. And she's done her split. Okay. So now we're at this stage now. Excellent. Very good. The world's most dangerous vegetable. Simmer is the absolute best. That's one thing. So if you switch your boards from the polyurethane ones to these, you'll notice a huge difference straight away. And I'll tell you how to clean them. When you clean them, that's all you got to do. You get a very, very coarse salt. I'll probably do this once a month or so. Take some really coarse salt onto the board, cut a lemon in half, squeeze it in, put some clean wrap, put another board on top, 2 hours, scrape it off, and you're back to square one.